What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about this Capcom event that you see behind me here. This kind of came out of nowhere late last night, and I thought, oh my god, is this the time that we're finally going to see Pragmata? And, I always thought Resident Evil 9, as time has gone on, feels less and less likely, right? But, they announced this event, 25 minutes, and I'm thinking, oh my god, weird time to announce it, just, randomly on Wednesday night, right? But at the end of the day, this event is not exactly what I thought it was. Now, look, I don't want to put down the event too much. I want to tell you what is in the event, and then I do want to talk about Pragmata and Resident Evil 9. I am disappointed, and I would say 25 minutes to show off the 3 games that they're showing off. I'm not very impressed. I can't say I'll be watching it on July 1st, but that's okay. It's for different people, and I actually am interested in Dead Rising, so maybe I would check out, that specific part. But it's actually pretty easy. You go on their website, and you literally only have 3 games, and they break it down actually for you. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard on iOS and Mac. That's right, they're going to spend a good amount of time talking about a game that's kind of old now going onto phones. So, again, I don't think it's the greatest event of all time. It's also definitely not up my alley, so maybe it's a little bit of biasness there. But yeah, Pragmata and Resident Evil 9. Look, 2 games from Capcom. In fact, the 2 games from Capcom that I really, really want. Monster Hunter, I'm trying to get into it. My wife is super into Monster Hunter. I'm sure we'll play the new one next year, but for me, it's all about Pragmata. I have a lot of high hopes. We've talked about it in individual videos several times. I have hopes for that game. I really think that game can be good, and then Resident Evil 9 obviously being, the crown jewel. Again, this is their event. That's, I guess, where I'm kind of coming from it is you look at what they're actually showing, but, every year, and normally every June, every E3 type time, they normally have their show, and, that's it. That's it for the year. Now, maybe they double dip. Maybe they show up at Gamescom, or maybe they show up at the Game Awards or something, but, if it's not going to be here, which it's not, right, and I'm talking, I guess, primarily at this point about Pragmata. Resident Evil 9, considering how things have gone, could Resident Evil 9 be a Game Awards type game? Yeah, I feel like it, it's huge. It's the end of that trilogy, even though it's kind of disconnected maybe from 7 and 8. I feel like that would be a really big one, right, for Jeff to unveil as a opener, a closer, whatever. I think that would be a really good Game Awards type video, or, up here at a PlayStation 1, an Xbox One, whatever, but I think that would almost make a show. But Pragmata, it's a little bit disappointing with Pragmata because of all the stuff we've talked about with it, right? But, it gets delayed multiple times, multiple years, and the last time they delay it indefinitely. So I guess to me, it's just again, not the greatest look when the last time you hear about it, it's been delayed indefinitely. And, I guess you don't have to show it the year after you say that, but you probably should, considering, this game was supposed to come out, 2.5, 3 years ago. And now at this point, or maybe that's a little bit too far. I think probably 2022, I'm pretty sure, was, the original release year for this game. Now it's 2024. And that's so long. That's so long. So, something clearly happened with this game, especially because we might very well go through the entirety of this year and not hear about it whatsoever. And then you go into next year with Monster Hunter, and then you imagine then you would show it again, and you're praying or crossing your fingers for 2025, or I guess maybe at that point 2026, 4 years after it was supposed to come out. So while I do have high hopes for it, and I don't know if I have a lot of confidence, but I have some that they, because Capcom's just been on a roll. I really believe they can do a good job. There's a lot of worrying signs with Pragmata. Everything we've actually seen has not painted the greatest picture. So I know I've made this a Pragmata video, but just wanted to lay down, what you're actually going to get at this event, and you're probably going to have to wait I don't think you have to wait that long for Resident Evil 9. Again, I really think maybe a Game Awards type thing makes sense. Maybe even a PlayStation showcase if they kind of partner up just to reveal it. I'm not saying a PlayStation exclusive or anything. Maybe that's where you see Resident Evil 9, Pragmata. Honestly, my gut almost tells me you're not seeing it at all this entire year, and you're going to be going into 2025 still searching, for answers. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, I'll be covering the Dead Rising part. We can probably make a video on that one. I do have interest there, but there's no other reason for me to watch that show. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next one.